Today, we are going to talk about my top 10 things that I think should be implemented into Stardew Valley. Some of these things I mentioned do have mods, but in my opinion, mods sometimes take away from what the developer initially intended their work to be about. So my hopes is that the developer sees these changes, and maybe some will fit their vision for the game. If not, it's always fun to speculate. So, let's get into the content. Number 1. A real tractor. As a primarily Switch player, I enjoy the joystick and the use of the L and R buttons to switch between the inventory slots. It reduces the tedious inventory management in the PC and mobile releases. So something like a tractor will really help with the tedious harvesting and planting. Picking individual crops is not too fun after a while, so a tractor really makes sense in this world. There are cars, motorcycles, buses, and even trains. So motorized vehicles sounds within the realm of possibilities. Have the tractor till and plant a 3x1, or like the tractor mod, a 3x3 space around you. Nothing too OP, but it helps manage larger farms. Number 2. Hat stats and enchantments. When I first started playing Stardew Valley, I loved the idea of wearing hats, rings, and boots. Rings gave a variety of benefits like light, magnetism, and crit buffs. The boots gave armor and immunity. And the hats were just cosmetic. I mean, it's fine to have the slot for hats, and having stats on all the other gear and not the hats was kind of weird to me. I feel they should have an armor stat or a special enchantment for us to apply to them so we can use whatever hat we wanted and have it be useful. Maybe the hard hat gives a mining bonus in the mines. The straw hat could give a farming buff. And the cowboy hat could give a slight speed boost when riding a horse. Number 3. More ring slots. This is a thing that has always bothered me in games. Having only 2 rings to be able to be worn is not fun or realistic. I can see why it could be limited for such things as being like too OP, but that's easily fixable by reducing the effectiveness of rings if it breaks the game. Maybe have a rule like only max of 2 of one kind of a ring can be worn, but have up to 4 ring slots to customize and play with different builds for your character. With more slots, you can create a playstyle like a barbarian using rings that deal more damage. Number 4. Zazu City and the train station. We hear about Zazu a lot through NPCs, so having a bus or a train take us there would be an amazing addition and add so much content. There is a mod for this, but again, mods aren't the same as if it was done by the original creator. Most of why I love this game is because of Concerned Ape's decisions for each and every aspect of why something was added. For the train, maybe it could take us to another farm, or let us visit friends' farms, like in Animal Crossing. In Animal Crossing, we could use the bus to go to friends' towns and see what they made. So maybe we could use an already in place multiplayer and go see others' farms. Number 5. A form of automate for things like crab pots. This one may sound OP, but we already have Junimos for harvesting. So maybe have aquatic Junimos for the crab pots. I love doing cropless farms, and crab pots are essential for this. It's a pain to harvest each one every day, so this would be a welcomed update. Or even have us tell the Junimos where to go throughout the day, and in which part of the map to go. Number 6. Pets can follow you or help you fight. Right now, the pets are limited to lounging around the farm and getting in your way at the house. Let's maybe have the option to let them follow you on your adventure, pick up items, or even help fight in the mines. How cute would it be to allow them to swipe at a bat or a slime, and possibly some alternative skins for them, so we can have other colors of cats or breeds of dog. Number 7. Change your clothes without the wizard's help. Now, I like the idea of changing my body appearance at the wizard, just not the clothes. We shouldn't need magic to change clothes. We should have a closet or a mirror in the house for this. Keep things like hair and eye color at the wizard, just not the clothes. Not changing clothes doesn't make sense for me, and having a simple closet or mirror, letting us change them, would add a small but significant role-playing factor that I feel Stardew Valley's missing. Number 8. Museum and Community Center Overhaul. Let us change the positioning of the artifacts. I like organization, so accidentally placing an artifact down where I didn't mean to is so infuriating. Also, maybe give us places to see all of our progress, like an aquarium to display fish. Maybe possibly the pantry in the community center can display all the crops that we've sold. Give the community center more to do than just being completed. Number 9. A hard mode. Stardew Valley should, in my opinion, have a hard mode where your kids take over if you die. A hard mode would add more replayability and challenges for endgame players. I'm sitting on a total of around 800 hours across all my platforms. So adding a hard mode would be an awesome way to make the games more replayable. We could have the typical, if you die, the farm is deleted and you start over. But maybe have the children come into play for this mode. If you die while you have a child, the child takes over the farm in a similar way that your grandpa gives it to you. You keep all the progress of your old farm, or possibly have it degrade some until the child grows up. Then start fresh with reset skills, but some of the previous farm and all the tools passed down. And maybe give a score or a gameplay time at the end to see how you did. Number 10. New skills for cooking. There are so many recipes, so maybe a cooking skill is needed. Adding new recipes that unlock with it, and possibly make the little 5 and 10 perks something like reduced ingredients or increased value. Right now, I don't think cooking is as relevant as the other content, unless you want to do like a cooking only challenge where you can only sell crops once they've been cooked. Bonus change. Make the pan better. River panning is probably the most useless thing in this game. I think I've seen maybe about a dozen spots that are pannable in all my time playing. And the space that the pan takes just isn't worth having it on you at all times, just in case you see a spot. Possibly have it use like the fishing minigame. Let us use it anywhere, not just the ripple spots, and have us swirl it in the pan to reveal rare artifacts, gems, and ore. Some places can be more rich than others, and that's fine, but the way it is now, I don't think I've ever seen anyone really use it. And that's my top 10 things I would love to see implemented into Stardew Valley. Have a great one. Thanks for watching.